This is a warning to all Bitcoin holders and altcoin holders alike. Beware of irrational volatility and prepare to get this crypto. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Let's begin our analysis right here on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. And if you could, please leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. And if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Now, let's dive right in. So here we are, my friends. Bitcoin has seen the breakout of all breakouts. The PayPal news has skyrocketed this thing up to over 13,000. And right now we're seeing a lot of irrational volatility in the market. Oh, Garba, do you think we're going to drop into the crypto abyss? My friends, we always need to keep that possibility in the forefront because it definitely is a possibility here. When we see things go on a parabolic curve like this, pullbacks are normal. Sure, it could run up way higher before a pullback occurs, but we generally tend to see pullbacks, especially on Bitcoin, when we get these parabolic moves. Something just like this back over here, right? It's easy to forget that just several months ago, we had a parabolic curve. Let's actually just take our price range tool here. We're going to pull this, and we saw roughly about a 35% move to the upside before then consolidating and dumping into the abyss, right? Pullbacks are normal. Right now, we're seeing a lot of irrational exuberance and FOMO in this market. And right now, why I'm saying for holders to beware is the fact that volatility may certainly hit this market in a way that holders may get a little scared if we start to get zigzags like this. Lots of external factors right now at play, especially from a political standpoint as well. There may be some volatility here over the next several weeks. And right now, even though we are seeing an extreme breakout to the upside here, it wouldn't be abnormal for there to be some possible downside action here, in my opinion. Let's get this crypto. But I digress on that. I just wanted to prepare you mentally for if there is going to be some downside volatility. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the stream right now. So, my friends, when we look at our moving averages here on the daily time frame, we had a bullish golden cross, the 20 crossing above the 50-day moving average. It's exactly what you want to see. We're also seeing this 200-day moving average here, the blue line, get right up into this box here of old support, which then flipped into new resistance, but then back tested as support again. And now we rip to the upside. That's what I want to see. All of these moving averages right inside that zone. If we go to the weekly time frame, just to keep our moving averages on our screen here, we can see that the 20-week moving average is creeping up into this zone there right now as well. And as you all should know, if you are subscribed to this channel, the 20-week moving average is just so important to me here. I'm actually going to shut these other ones off for now, just to show you guys the importance here, okay? The teal line. Notice this line chart, okay? The white line is the weekly candle body closes for Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is trading full candle body closes on the weekly time frame above this 20-week moving average, things have historically been very, very bullish, and quite the opposite from a bearish perspective. Trading underneath has been pretty bearish. And right now, my friends, we are seeing Bitcoin tentatively respect this upward sloping support of the 20-week moving average once again. Let's get this crypto. Of course, past performance does not indicate future results, but it is what it is, and it does look quite healthy in my opinion. Now let's go back to the daily. We'll get back to the candlestick chart. And what I want to show you as well here is another moving average indicator, and that for me here is the alligator. The alligator, to me right now, seems to be very healthy. We had a bullish twist back here. It looks to me about 2 weeks ago now. We had a bullish twist. We saw a breakout, bull flag consolidation, and a rip to the upside. Daily alligator looks nice. Finally seeing a breakout from this consolidation range. If we go to the weekly, notice, my friends, even with this multi-month consolidation here, all the way back in mid-2020, the bands continued to widen. got a breakout to the upside. Then even here with the consolidation, the dump, and another consolidation, we never saw the bands converge. And now with this breakout to the upside, we are seeing the bands begin to widen once again, furthering my speculative opinion here that we could be forming somewhat of a longer term bull trend. Let's get this crypto. Notice all through this time, bands continuing to widen without ever truly crossing or converging on themselves, right? Same back here, same back here, all right? I don't see anything going on like this, where we saw it lead into a bear market. Nothing like this, where we saw it lead into a bear market. To me, it looks to be quite the opposite, right? That we've had a bullish cross and now a potentially bullish constructive pattern building here. Let's get this crypto. I really like what I'm seeing there from a macro perspective, right? Now, here's where things get interesting. If we switch over to the 4-hour time frame and pull up the MACD and RSI indicators here, this is where, you know, we could see some potential warning signs here, right, my friends? We have ascending higher highs on the price action with descending highs on the RSI and descending highs on the MACD histogram. Two cases of classic bearish divergence. Sure, this is only the 4-hour time frame, and when we go back to the daily, we don't see this on either, right? Quite the opposite, actually. We still see ascending higher highs here, but it's on this micro time frame here where we are beginning to see some signs of, hey, maybe we are seeing a lack of buy pressure at this range, and maybe we are due for somewhat of a correction. Now, keep in mind, we did have an absolutely huge explosive news catalyst yesterday with PayPal, and like I've stated, the political environment globally right now is a little uncertain. The economic situation globally is a little uncertain. And as we should all know, fiat currencies around the globe have not been performing that well. And especially here, the world reserve currency, the US dollar here, we're taking a look at the US dollar index chart. Clearly, I mean, this trend has broken back down to the downside. We had a little fake out here. It got above resistance, but then failed and plunged into the crypto abyss, or rather the US dollar abyss. So what we're seeing right now is that we are seeing weakness in the dollar mixed all together with that news catalyst, mixed together that we have climbed to a new higher high. We have broken out of this channel. Right now, things are very interesting for Bitcoin. It's just that, hey, when we see something rise parabolically like this, just so quickly and so abruptly, a pullback is normal. Sure, it doesn't have to happen, little James. Oh, Gerber, you're just mad because for the first time in years, my $100 worth of Bitcoin is going to the moon. All right, little James, you pipe down, my little degenerate friend. But right here in the house that Don Carbonacio built, let's take a look at some of these other factors here on this chart, okay? But my friends, once again, if you haven't already, that thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm would be so greatly appreciated. Just smash that thumbs up button if you can. Thank you, my friends. And once more, I mean, you probably have already, but if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. Okay, my friends? So now, notice this chart here. I'm going to pull up the weekly line chart. I showed this on yesterday's stream, but I want to show it again to show the importance of what I'm seeing here. Now, clearly, my friends, Bitcoin to me, we'll get this channel out of here for now. Bitcoin, if it can close this weekly candle here, still several days left in the week, right? But if Bitcoin can close this weekly candle here above about 11,900 to 12,000 flat, if we can close up in this range, do you see any other time that Bitcoin has closed weekly candles up in this range since we dropped below this level initially? I don't. So that means you don't either. But to me, this is the proverbial line in the sand, right? Where all the action up here, if now this level of resistance can flip into new support, My friends, I would love to see this become the new potential baseline of support for the new bull market. There's not much else to say from this front. It's just that if Bitcoin can start to close action up here, I really like it. It's almost like a divider, right? This essentially to me looks like the equator, if you will, right? Potentially bullish action up here and potentially very bearish action down here. Let's get this crypto. So I wanted to point that out there as well. Now, before we wrap this up, briefly, I want to go into the micro again here on the candlestick chart. We'll go into the 4-hour briefly. I just want to point out, my friends, that right now, if we are to get a pullback, well, is it really the end of the world? Well, let's take a look to see if there's any confluence here with our Fibonacci indicator, right? Fibonacci retracement tool. If we pull it from the bottom of the large move, in and of itself, look at where all of these fibs are, my friends, right? We have a little pocket here between the 0.236 and the 382 is right at the top of this range in complete and utter confluence with the old resistance, which could possibly now act as new support if we backtest that range falling from about 11,800 all the way up to about 12,200. Okay. Now, this move here in particular, right? I took this swing from the very bottom up to the top. But what I want to do actually is use this bottom here now, okay? And you may be saying why, especially the little moon boys. Oh, girl, you can't just do that. Well, little James, I want to show you why I believe, in my opinion, that this is valid. Because if we actually take the measured Fibonacci there of this move to this move, we could see that this dump retraced all the way down to the 786 fib retracement, which for me is a complete move, right? So this was essentially the end of this little miniature cycle here, right? So what I'm going to do now is use the fib from the bottom of this move, as I believe this is the bottom of the move here, measured to the top. And what we can see here is that we do have this little pocket, right? The pocket that we all should be very well aware of is what I call the honey hole of Don Fibonacci between the 0.5 and the 0.618 golden Fibonacci retracement. And this for me is a super sweet spot, right? It's right in the middle of all of this, right? Old resistance, support here, above this resistance here. And if the price were to see a heinous pop, right, you're going to get a lot of doom and gloom. It's over. You all got caught in the bull trap. It's going back down. My friends, realistically, does this look like that unhealthy of a spot? The mid 11,000s between this move here? Just so we're all on the same page, the 0.5 here on my chart is about 11,700. The 0.618 is about 11,300. If we were to see a pop like this, just say that something goes wrong externally. We get some bad economic news, right? Or unfavorable political news, something like that. And we see a lack of hype from this PayPal news and we drop, right? In this range in particular, my friends, we still are holding above this old level of confluence, right? This zone here, which is so important to me, right? Basically a year's worth of resistance, okay? Support, 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 resistance, resistance, resistance. Now it's essentially flipped the trend again, right? 3 times resistance, broken through, and now 1 time support. As long as Bitcoin is still maintaining its price action and support above that range, I'm really having a hard time seeing this as a bear market or a continuing bearish trend, because I've been seeing that lately. Well, Kirby, don't you understand that we're still on 3 lower highs? Yes, my friend, I technically get that, but you know, right now, this does to me look like some serious potential bullish construction. Sure, it could always fail and we could go on a trip back down into the crypto abyss. Anything is possible, right? There are no certainties or guarantees in trading or investing. But right now, This narrative here certainly seems more bullish than not to me, especially if Bitcoin can remain pretty much above 10,000 using this area as support. Of course, I'd really like to see the area I just outlined in the mid 11,000s become support if we drop, right? I'd rather see that type of action occur. But even if we were to drop a little further, as long as this range here holds from a macro perspective, personally, I'm still seeing the trend as more bullish than not. That's just my own speculative opinion. Let's get this crypto, okay? And if we dropped below there, everything would change for me. I'm just trying to point out how I'm seeing this from the most realistic perspective as possible. And once more, if you do appreciate that, a thumbs up really helps the channel. Thanks, my friends. And right now, I'm looking to potentially crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. Altcoins may also see a correction. I know that right now they are running. But look, even just yesterday, right, my friends, from yesterday to today, I just want to point it out here that we have already seen, from the peak to the low here, altcoins in one day saw a 20% move in volatility. Savage, heinous, and a borderline ludicrous debacle, if you do in fact ask me. So right now, just be aware, my friends, that, if you are holding or trading Bitcoin or altcoins, beware of the volatility, but don't fear it, right? Because from things that, there's risk involved with all of this, right? But great trading opportunity can arise from some seriously insane and volatile market environments, right? So just remain cool, calm, and collected. Prepare to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. I know that's what I'm planning to do here. I'm remaining very cautious, though, right? Very, very cautious, because I do believe that the risk profile of this environment right now is extremely high, right? And in that type of scenario, the risk for loss is always greater, in my opinion, right? So, just keep your cool about yourselves, my friends. Understand that, things generally don't go up in a straight line forever. This could possibly go up much higher, right? I'm sure all the degenerates that have just FOMO'd into the space. So, Kirby, you're saying if possibly? What do you mean? I don't have a crystal ball, Stunad. I don't know exactly where this is going. What are you, crazy? The thing is, we're looking for an edge in the market, right? We're looking for what we all perceive to be, support and resistance zones, indicators showing positive trending momentum, things of that nature, right? Nobody can tell you on this date, it'll be right here. That's garbage, ladies and gentlemen. And if anybody is telling you that type of stuff, just kick them to the curb, okay? So on that note, my friends, that is going to wrap it up for me here. Oh, and if you do want to see all of my strategy ideas, entry ideas, exit ideas, all in absolute real time, I will be keeping you all up to date with that exclusively in VIP. If you're not already in my VIP, that is where I post all of that exclusive content. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video as I look to potentially crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. Let's get this crypto. My friends, one last time for the algorithm, a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed already, well, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel and welcome to La Familia. My friends, until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.